ladies, to Yoga Bliss, and I'm Shelly. Welcome to your hip love class for beginners. I recommend a folded couch blanket, and if you have blocks, you can also use canned goods or you can use water bottles filled with water. Finding a seat for this class geared towards your hips, and join me in a butterfly. Soles of the feet, kiss soles of the feet. You can use those blocks or you can fold up blankets for support here. Check out if it feels better to navigate the heels towards the sit bones for a deeper stretch, or exhale them away. Exhale, fold forward. Tune into your breath as you inhale, raise it up. Exhale, fold and melt your heart forward, and check into those hips, lovely, light, and just taking this at your own pace. Just allowing as you rise up, letting the breath bring the back of the heart up if that feels good for you. And allowing yourself to exhale and fold, really tuning in to your hips and just noticing as our hips are our space of our emotional health, our relationship status, and all of the above resides in our hips, beautiful soul sister, as well as your creativity. Wonderful work. So keeping one block or a blanket on the right side, and now we're going to hug and cradle the left leg, and knowing that yoga is a practice, it's not a perfect, so if you need to go down a little bit lower, that's fine. Just check into that lovely ball and socket joint, and this block is feeling a little funky, so I'm going to put it down. I'm still sitting up on that lovely blanket, and then if it feels good, you can hug and just rock. If you've ever held a baby, perhaps in this moment you could hold yourself the same way you would hold a little tiny newborn baby as you cradle and breathe love in for yourself into your hips. Exhaling love out for your hips. And just check into that edge, which in yoga we call that space between too much and not enough, where you're not feeling it. So just side to side, rocking into the hips. And then if there's ever a space where it feels a little ouchy or yucky, just try to linger there a little bit more. Now exhale that leg long, inhale, and then twist to the right side. One hand can come up on the knee while the other reaches behind as you inhale. Exhale. Twists in yoga are amazing at helping us cleanse and clear out our internal organs. Inhale back to center. Lovely lights here. And now bringing that opposite foot towards the sit bone. Check in if you want to use that block. And now cradle, so reaching underneath of the leg, underneath of the ankle, and the outside of the calf. And you can move that block or that blanket or pillow out of the way. Inhale it in. And just check into this hip. You perhaps might notice that one hip will feel more organic and one might hurt. And without judgment, here we show up as we begin a new practice here. Exhale, lengthen the right leg long, imagining like an invisible wall is coming towards that foot, where you bring the opposite heel towards the sit bones and then twist to your left. So opposite hand reaches opposite knee as you inhale. Exhale. Wonderful work. Back to center. Lovely. And here we're going to move that blanket, and if you have hard floors like me, use that blanket, smooth out any wrinkles. For reals, this is your practice. Treat yourself how you treat everyone, my lovely. Here, inhale, wide open starfish hand. And in yoga, we're just checking out our alignment, which is hands go under shoulders, knees go under hips, and feet and toes. Join me as we arch and round the spine. These are called cow and cat. So journey the chin and the sit bones up to the sky. And now I'm going to face you. You can meet me here, and we're going to get a little playful here as we outstep the right foot. In yoga, we have 4 touch points on the foot, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear heel. And you can grab that block here. Gentle micro bend. Inhale, hugging through the pelvis and the belly. Inhale as you with that bent knee. You can bring the hand to the side, or you can extend a side angle. This is called a cross gate variation, as you hinge the hips from the left using that block to help to the right body, and just check in. How is it feeling in the sides of your hips, in the inner crevices of your hips as you join me as we cross that midsection? The midsection is that middle line that runs from the top of the head down through the middle of the toes. And so in yoga, it's just learning these new things, coming to center, and now trying those arching of the spine and that flexion of the spine. So meeting your chin to your tail, and then exhaling opposite direction. Check into your hips here as you breathe love in. Exhaling it out, beautiful soul sisters. Exhale. And then coming back to that tabletop position, you can sit back in the hips. And now setting ourselves up for success. That left leg reaches long at a diagonal. And now our right arm is reaching under the block. Inhale, hug through the pelvic wall, which is that space between the genitalia and anus. Exhale, cross the midsection. That block can be super helpful here as you exhale, and really tuning into your core as you draw the navel towards the spine, windmilling through the shoulders, and tune into your hips in this lovely class for beginners. And even if you have been practicing yoga, meet me at center for a while. We can all benefit from a beginner's mindset. Inhale, arch the spine, and flex the spine. We call these cow and cats. It's one of the most famous yoga poses other than a child's pose. As you inhale, raise the spine. Exhale, coming to center, my beautiful soul sisters, and meeting however you need to onto your sit bones. Our goal here, lovely, is going to be to get on your back. So move whatever you need to. You can stretch your legs long and let your body lengthen down. You can adjust your hair, your pony. Bring one hand to the belly, one to the heart as you breathe relaxation into the body. Relaxing the head and the hair follicles, allowing a gentle wave of relaxation to wash over the face, softening through the jaw, relaxing through the neck and heart, relaxing arms and belly, allowing each vertebrae to relax, softening through the hips and legs, allowing a subtle sense of relaxation to wash over ankles, feet, and toes. And here in yoga, this is called the Shavasana. It's our pose of surrender. And now just take a moment and roll out your wrist and your feet, and then stretch your arms long and your toes long like an arrow. And then inhale, hug your knees to your chest, roll to a side. Allow that underarm to be a pillow, top arm to be a hug, and whisper, I love you. I love you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. I accept you. Use that top arm as a kickstand. Test your center of gravity. Close your eyes with me. Meet me in a seated position. Take a moment to put your hands on your heart and just acknowledge where you are in your journey. Palms kissing palms acknowledges that love and light that resides within you. Namaste, lovely soul sisters. I'm so grateful for practicing with you.